What is up, everybody? So, little race recap here. You all know I did the Napa Valley Sprint Triathlon yesterday, April 14th, 2019. Today is April 15th, 2019. Went up and did the race yesterday, finished second overall. Woke up this morning at 2 a.m. and went and opened the gym at 4, ran classes from 4:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., came home, took a nap. It's now about 6 p.m. Pacific time, California. So now that I kind of had time to sit back and take it all in, just kind of wanted to do a video, give my thoughts, give my my final points on the race and kind of where I'm at now and where everything's at. So anyway, yesterday, Sunday, April 14th, 2019, I did my second ever triathlon, my first triathlon in a year. Did one last year. I'll give you a little bit more background on that first one and why this one was so special, for no reason. Yeah, so anyway, as you all know, I did that sprint triathlon last year and did terrible on the swim. Didn't train for it. Did terrible on the swim anyway. Swim took me almost 28 minutes. Within the first 100 yards, I was panicked. Thought that I was training. You just got to watch my last few videos to kind of get more story and background on that. So anyway, swam like shit last time. Basically drowned for 28 minutes for the entire half mile. Transitioned like shit. Didn't know that I couldn't ride the bike inside the pit. Hopped on my bike. Almost lost my time chip in the water. Just a terrible experience last time. Even though I came in 12th overall last time, the run and the bike saved me. But even though I felt like I completely failed and came in last place. Didn't have a finishing time, lost my chip in the water, swam like shit. I biked good, but like I said, I didn't know the rules. I don't study rules. I just show up. Like I said, I'm ready, I show up. So I didn't know the rules of triathlon. So I just every time I got into the pit to transfer to my next transition, I was in the pit for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, changing my shoes, changing onto my shoes for my bike, putting shit on, taking shit off. I didn't know what I was doing. So anyway, like I said, it was just a shit show. Even though I took 12th overall, I didn't feel like I took 12th overall. Like I said, I didn't have a finishing time. I failed. I didn't train for it. I let my ego get the best of me. Like I said, so basically I had shitty feelings towards it the whole time. I didn't want to do it again. I did, but I didn't. But anyway, like I said, I was scared. I didn't want to go back in the water after that shit show. It haunted me for a year, man. Like I said, that's why Jen knows why this shit is so special to me, or why this is so special to me, because she saw how shitty I raced last time and how much it bugged me. Yeah, and she saw all the work I put in for this one, and I was more open this time and talking about how I felt and how I was scared for the swim and nervous and all that shit. And she knows that the demons I had to conquer just to be out there. It's hard to do something again when you fail the first time. So anyway, yeah, that last race was a shit show. The bike transition was terrible. The swim transition to bikes was terrible. The bike to run was terrible. I ended up straining both calf muscles, trying to get out of the gate too fast, out of the pit, and I'm still dealing with those freaking muscle injuries today. So like I said, from here, this whole past year, it's mainly just been focused more on just having a balance of everything. Mainly this last 4 months, I've done a lot of soul searching, and just instead of hammering my ass out and training so long a day and just not having anything left in the tank for life, I kind of just been putting my marbles in a little bit of every jar as opposed to everything in my training and a little bit more down here. So everything's just kind of evening out now. So I'm figuring it out as I go. Like I said, I don't have a coach to, teach me and tell me, what to expect. I don't have a training schedule. I'm self-coached. I'm just figuring it out as I go along, man. I'm watching YouTube videos, kind of like what you guys are doing right now, listening to people talk about their experiences, watching instructional videos, technique videos. But anyway, I've been training for an Ironman that I'm doing in July, Santa Rosa 70.3. So a bunch of the people that I train at the gym decided they wanted to do a triathlon a couple months ago, so they all signed up for this triathlon that we did yesterday. And they all, started training together. So I trained with them a couple of times, and I was like, maybe I'll go do it. I was like, maybe I was going to go out and support them anyway. So I was like, maybe I'll go try it out and see, maybe go out there and support them and do it myself. 2 birds, 1 stone. I get to have my redemption with the swim, and I get the race. I'll have a good time. There's no expectation. I don't care. I just want to go do it. I'll go. It'll be a nice little preparation race for the Ironman. I'll get some experience again in the water, get comfortable. I'll take it serious this time. I'll train. So that's what I did. Signed up about a month and a half out. No expectations. All I wanted to do was finish the swim. I didn't care if it took me the whole time. I just wanted to finish the swim with confidence, knowing that I trained for it and that I swam to the best of my ability. That was it. The whole rest of the race, I didn't care. I can bike and run all day. I do it pretty much every day almost. So I had a bone to pick with that fucking swim. So anyway, started training on my own at first, started swimming in a pool again. So like I said, hooked up with Randy about maybe 7-8 weeks ago, 2 months ago maybe. Helped him out. His story, it's on my last videos. You'll see that too. We'll talk about that again later. I'll probably do another vlog with him later on, so we'll talk more about his story. But anyway, stepped outside the comfort zone, showed up to a master's swim class where one of the ladies that I trains at. She's a swimmer. She used to do triathlons and stuff. So I went and swam with them, got my ass kicked, got uncomfortable. But yeah, prepared for it. I mean, like I said, humbling experience. Been training for it this whole time. Like I said, my training's been good. I'm still dealing with, tight calves and knocked down my mileage a lot in the run. Been biking and swimming more, mainly just focused more on swimming. The whole maybe week leading up to it, I swam more than anything. I didn't do much running, tapered up, recovered the legs. So I'm trying to kind of figure out a balance and like how to taper myself down before races and trying to figure out how to balance my diet with it. And I went about everything else the wrong way. Like I said, I used to train so hard, like the week of my races, I would be running, 50, 60 miles the week of, and then I'd go out into the race and thinking that I wasn't prepared enough, but really I was over prepared. And like a mile into every race, my legs would just blow up, my lungs would blow up, and I would just be like shit, you know what I mean? And I'd basically just be racing on all survival. So I've been trying to find a balance, which is why I haven't been as active in racing as much this year. I'm just kind of picking and choosing and actually signing up for a race and training for it and not signing up for back-to-back races, thinking that I need to do everything I need to do to be prepared. So I'm kind of just giving myself time in between, and I'm just picking and choosing here and there, whatever. So anyway, the training for this has been good. It's been going good. Like I said, the day after this race, I'm forcing myself to take today off, even though I'm not sore, not tired, perfectly fine. Woke up at 2 a.m. this morning, went and did my 8-hour shift, trained people all morning. I'm at home now, chilling. So I'm forcing myself to take today off and just kind of hang out and enjoy the moment. I don't do that often, so feel really good. But anyway, sprint triathlon yesterday. Went out Saturday, the day before, April the 13th, got our packets, sat by the water, kind of made peace with it, went to the hotel. Jen met me at the hotel in Napa. We, kind of hung out. Like I said, she, more than anybody, knows how much this meant to me. Even though I had no expectations, all I wanted to do was finish, and she knew that. All I wanted to do was finish the swim with confidence. So, it was good having her by my side and with me. Love you, babe. Anyway, so wake up the morning of 5 a.m. The race is at 9. Do our whole thing. Get out. Get to the venue by 7. Put our bikes up. Everything was perfect, man. Like, it wasn't supposed to be too sunny. It was supposed to be sunny, but it got hot. It felt so good. The weather was perfect. The water was perfect. My transition station, I set up perfect. I got the perfect spot that I wanted. I got there so early that I was able to just kind of like set everything up and just relax and walk around for about an hour and talk to Randy and talk to people from the gym, talk to Jen. I went and stood by the water for about 5 minutes by myself on the dock and just looked at the course and just kind of made peace with it. It was a peaceful feeling, man. Stuff like that you'll never forget. And those of you people that do compete in any sport, anything, fucking cricket, tennis, baseball, football, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. So made peace with the water, had my moment, went back, hung out and got all my stuff, went down to the water. 8:30, we had an athlete meeting down in the water. Went out into the water. It was cold, but I've been training in cold water a few days a week, so I know what it feels like. Stood in the water a little bit, got comfortable in the water. They had the race, the race director there told us, all the rules and everything, whatever. He started talking about, rules and how they were going to pull people out of the water, how they were going to do this. I didn't really want to hear it, so I listened, but I didn't. I was like, I'm focused. All I'm worried about is this first buoy down here that's 125 yards away. That's all I'm worried about. Like, no disrespect, but I came here to conquer this shit, and I'm going to do it. Like I said, there was time in my training every day when I had to swim in the lake that I would wake up with anxiety. I would wake up fucking nervous, scared. I didn't want to go swim in the lake, man. It's scary. When you put your head in that water and all you see is green, nothing else, you can't even see your hand in front of your face, you're like, fuck, what's in there? Like, something's going to get me. But anyway, kind of like put my earbuds on, put everything on, secured everything, put my head in the water, swam out about 20 yards, and I'm like, oh shit. I started panicking again, like, dude, this water's so fucking green, I can't see. Like, oh man, it's a different feeling, man, especially when you start swimming away from shore. So I turn around, come back, and I'm like, oh shit, all right, well, I got to get it. So I'm sitting there. We got about 10 minutes before it started. So I swam out again, boom, about 50 yards, halfway to the first buoy. I stopped, I treaded water. There was a guy out there floating, so I talked to him for a minute, put my head back in the water, swam in, forced my head to stay in the water, and I was just looking down. And for some reason, just something clicked, and it was just like, I was comfortable. I was like, I've done this before. I've been doing this 2, 3, 4 days a week. I'm good. So I swam around and started feeling good. I was comfortable, so I was like, fuck, I'm swimming around. Swam around a little bit, maybe a couple minutes, went back in. I was like, all right, now I'm good. I'm not afraid. This is good. All right, I'm going to tackle this shit. Like I said, I had zero expectations. I thought I was going to finish my swim in 20 minutes. And then, just bike and run to the best of my ability, and I would have been fine. I didn't care about what place I came in. I didn't care about getting in the front. Didn't care about fucking anything. It was me versus the water. That was it. That was my race. Me versus the water. 800 yards. Fucking half a mile. That was it. My race was over when I got out of the water. But anyway, so we come back around. There's 2 docks. We had to get in the middle. I stood off to the side. There was a pack of dudes where I know they were going to take off first and go out. So I was like, I'm going to let all these fucking guys go. I'm going to go out after them. I don't want to get caught up in the washing machine. They call it the mosh pit in the water. For those of you that don't know. This is a mirror behind me, by the way. That's why you can see my ceiling fan in my kitchen. Don't mind that. So we're about 10 seconds out. They start counting. I'm listening. I'm just like, all right, there's no pressure, dude. Like, I'm thinking this as he's talking. I'm like, there's no pressure. Fucking setting up my watch. I'm like, these guys are going to go out. Let them go out. Take your time. Get to that first buoy. Race starts from there. So I'm like, all right. Boom. Go. Everybody goes. Psh. So I start taking a couple of steps, and I'm like, all right, so when I see an opening, I'll just jump in on the side as they go, and I'll join the pack in the back. Because there's always a pack of people, and then there's everybody else. So the pack of guys that really want that time, and then everybody else. So I'm like, all right, let them go. Boom. Everybody goes. I see an opening. Boom. I jump in, start swimming. Fucking feet right in front of me everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. We get to maybe halfway, and all of a sudden you just see feet stop, dead stop, and you're just like, oh, and you kind of go to the side, and people's heads one by one, pop, 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 popping up. Fucking people panicking. They started too fast. Their heart rate blew up. Panic, stop, boom, heads come up. I just seen green everywhere. Pop, 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 pop. I'm like, oh, so I was just swimming around these fucking landmines, dude, and I'm like, I'm laughing at myself. Like, that's what you get, dumbass. You did exactly what I did last year. That's what you get. So I'm just swimming. I'm not tired. My body's not hot. My arms aren't lactated. I'm not heavy. Not breathing heavy. I'm not panicking. My head's in the water. I'm fucking good. Boom, boom. Just seeing feet in front of me. Looking up. All you see is just elbows like that. Boom. So all you see is just elbows. You hear splashing. You just hear from people taking their breath. Like all in front of me, just feet. So the pack's here. I swim out and I'm here on the side. So now I'm picking people off going into that first buoy. So I'm right beside everybody. But one by one, people are stepping out to the side. Boom. Or they're swimming out to the side. And you're just seeing feet and heads pop up everywhere. So I'm just swimming around. There's a pack of about 35 people, 30 to 35 people. Bam, just everywhere. Pop, 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 pop. So I'm just swimming around, catching people. I get to the first buoy. I make that turn. And I'm like, all right, well, now I'm in the fucking pack. Like, this is that fucking mosh pit in the water everybody's talking about. I'm like, damn, this is tight. Just thinking that to myself. And I'm like, I'm not even tired. Like, fuck, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, just, I hit that zone. And everybody who hits that zone, that has hit that zone before and has competed before, and they know when they hit that tunnel vision, when everything is just like, nothing else matters. It's almost like you're alone by yourself with your own thoughts, and you're just like, you're invincible. Nothing else can fuck with you. Like, Mike Tyson can put the gloves on and stand in front of you, and you're gonna, all right, motherfucker, let's go. You know what I mean? But I hit that zone all of a sudden. I was like, why am I so confident? Like, why am I not tired yet? Why aren't my lungs blown up? Why aren't I gasping for air? Why didn't I stop already and catch my breath? Why is this going so good? I'm like, this is too easy. Like, why is this so easy? Why aren't I tired? And as I'm doing that, I'm looking up to check my marker, because the first buoy is another 120 yards away from the one that I just passed, and then, you know, they just go on. I look up and I just see elbows, man, just chaos in the fucking water, dude. Like, just psh, 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 psh. All you hear, water splashing, people breathing, heads popping up, arms slapping and fucking going. Like, it's like being in a washing machine, dude. It's a mosh pit in the water. People are hitting each other on accident because they're fucking swimming. So I'm swimming. I get to the second buoy, and now I'm about 300 yards in at this point, and I'm just like fucking going, dude. And someone comes around to stroke and boom, catches me with their fucking bicep and forearm and pushes my head even further in the water, like club the back of my fucking neck like a wrestler. And when that happened, I was like, yeah, it didn't rattle me, but like, that's the feeling you get. Like, yeah, motherfucker. So you did that, and bam, boom, and I fucking slap him back and push him back as I'm going, but I'm still stroking. So I did it in stride. So I kind of came down with it and kept going. Boom, get kicked in the head. Or no, I seen a foot go by, went to the side, and then boom, I got slapped in the face by somebody else, and me and another guy are going, and like we're hitting each other side by side on that. Like it's not personal. It just happens. You're swimming and you're competing and you're fucking surviving in chaos. So shit happens. But when that shit was going on, I'm just like, bro, this shit's so fucking tight. Like, I just want to hit somebody. Like, I'm just swimming and like just every fucking where. I'm just thinking like, damn, like this is the shit. I'm looking up, everything's sunny. Perfect race, man. Like, it was crazy. I was like, this is so dope. So we get about halfway, and just people are just one by one just stopping. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just going right past them. Boom, just picking people off. Psh, 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 like a fucking sniper. Bah! Just one by one, just picking people off. Wow, wow. And I'm just comfortable in the water. Long strokes, staying overhead. Fucking perfect, not perfect technique, but to my standards, perfect technique. Just going, not worrying about going fast, just going. Easy, not breathing hard. Coming around to that halfway point, I see the first place dude coming by on the other side. So he's about 100 yards ahead of me, maybe 150. I'm swimming and I'm like, that guy, I'm pretty fucking close. Like, I didn't want to look at the time on my watch because I didn't want that to affect me in my swim. You know, I just wanted to go. I felt good. So like, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of close to the front. And I look up kind of, and there's just a pack of like maybe 20 people. I'm like, fuck, I might be top 20. So I'm swimming, turn the corner. I'm now at the home stretch, 400 yards to go, done out of the water. I'm like, good, all right, let's go. So I stayed to the middle of the pack the whole time. I didn't want to get in the middle and fucking wasn't trying to do that. So I was in the outside of the pack going, and like I said, people were just swerving in and out of the lane, swimming all sideways and shit, and I'm just swimming around people. So as we came to the last pack, everybody just kind of spread out. So I had my lane. I was just going. I kept looking up to find the yellow buoy, and I was like, I'm swimming to that buoy. I'm just going, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, dude, I think I'm like top 20, like top something like that. And I look, and there's just a pack of us. There's the fucking the first dude, the guy who came in first was out of the water in 7 minutes. My swim was 14 minutes, so he was half my time. But anyway, it was him and then everybody else. But anyway, we're swimming, and like one by one, just people picking up, just passing people. I'm like, dude, this is too easy. Like, when am I gonna fail? It's like, when am I gonna fail? When's my body gonna give up on me? Why is my body not tired? Why is this so perfect? Why am I not panicking? That's all that's going through my mind. Like, nothing else. And I'm just swimming with my head down. Like, I wasn't worried about being scared. I wasn't scared, nothing, just going. Like, why is this so easy? What the fuck is going on? So I'm just swimming. Looking up, and all you see is elbows. So I'm trying to stay away from people. So as I'm going, if I see somebody slowing down and I'm catching them, like, I'd kind of swim off to the side, swim around them. So I look at my watch, and it says 11 minutes. I'm like, dude, this is going to be a quick swim. I thought it was going to take me 20 minutes. I was like, shit. So I just kind of like, so the main thing is you don't want to try to swim fast when you're in the water. You just want to let yourself glide. You know what I mean? You don't want to fight it, because that's when you'll get tired. And that's what I was doing. My technique was just on point, and that's why it was so easy, because I had long strokes and I was just gliding across the top of that water. So it was just easy. I'm going, and finally I start hearing the crowd, and I'm like, I'm getting close. Look back at my watch. I'm about 12 and a half minutes. I'm like, I'm right here, dude. Like, I'm done. Like, I fucking did this shit. So I'm already excited. I'm like, man, I want to swim another loop. Shit, I should have did the Olympic distance. Like, shit, this shit is easy. Fuck this. I did it. And I'm like, yes. I look back down. I'm at about almost 14 minutes. Came around the first dock, swam in, boom, hit my watch. 14 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm like, oh shit, I just did that 14 minutes. So I'm coming off the beach. People, like, when you get out of the water, your equilibrium's kind of off, because you're doing a lot of head movement. And guys are like stumbling and shit and falling over. So I'm jumping around people, taking my shit off, pick my goggles off, stop my watch, take off pull my wetsuit down. I'm running to the fucking transition station, and I can hear Jen chasing me with the camera. Come on, babe, let's go. I'm like, yeah. So running into the first transition area. Boom. Threw the wetsuit right off. No problems with the wetsuit. Boom. Got that shit off in like 5 seconds. Boom, boom. Got my cycling shoes. Bam. I kind of had a little bit of trouble because I caught the end of it. But boom, got them on quick. Grabbed my shit, threw it in my singlet. Grabbed my bike, put my helmet on, sunglasses. Boom, I was out. Picked my bike up and ran for the start of the bike. Like I said, I hear Jen yelling at me the whole time. Like, come on, babe. You're top 20, babe. You're top 20. You're top 20. You're top 20. Go. The other guys aren't that far ahead. The first guy's about 5 minutes out. So I'm like, this isn't right. Like, this was like, how am I this fast? Like my shoulder's still a little sore. Sorry, I'm messing with it. Like this isn't right. How the hell am I top 20? Like 40 guys went out before me. I'm just thinking to myself, like, as I'm running, like, how the hell am I top 20? Like, this isn't supposed to happen. Like, I just came out here for fun. And so I'm running out, and there's people getting on their bikes in front of me in the cage. So I jump on the bike coming out. I couldn't get my feet in the pedals to begin with, so I just pushed my feet down and I just pedaled out. The road coming out was kind of shitty. There's speed bumps. So as I'm fucking going out, I'm trying to click my feet in, finally get them in, come out of the parking lot, make my left turn, boom. So bam, smash one of my goos, throw it in my singlet. Didn't even have time to put on my gloves, but I didn't really need them. But, so I just left them in my singlet, grabbed my bars, boom, going. So this was in Lake Berryessa in Napa, California. So like these hills, the bike was 12.2 miles long, about almost 900 feet of elevation gain. Like the whole time you're just going boom. It's rolling hills. It's never flat. So you're not riding flat. You're either going uphill, you're coming downhill. You're going uphill or you're coming downhill. So I'm riding, boom. And as I'm riding, I see like 4 people. And I'm like, she said I was in about 20th place coming in. I was in about top 20 coming into the transition area. When I got out, there were so many people taking so long that I was top 10 coming out of the gate back to the road on my bike. People were still in there. My transition was maybe 20 seconds long, maybe a little bit more. I don't know how long it was, but it was quick. Boom. I was in and out. So coming out of the transition area, I was top 10 already, and I didn't know it. But I'm thinking, like, as I'm riding, like, my legs aren't blown up, my arms aren't blown up, my brain is ready, like, I'm not tired. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why do I feel so good? So I'm pedaling. I see about 3 people in front of me, about a couple hundred yards out. So I'm just going, boom. At this point, I'm about maybe 24 miles per hour on the bike, on the flat. So you come out, it's flat for about a mile. Then you start picking up. So I'm catching people on that first hill. I'm going on my little tri bike. And fucking past the first guy. Boom. Peace out. Picked him off. Pow. Fucking go up about 20 more yards. Oh no, on your left. Pow, pass him. And like, as I'm passing these guys, they're like this. And I'm going like, what the fuck? Like, is my heart even beating? And it was just so easy. And I'm just like, why the fuck is this? Like, when's everything going to go wrong? Like, I'm going to get a flat tire. I'm going to fall. My lungs are going to blow up. My legs are going to blow up. Like, something's going to happen. Like, why is everything going so perfect? And why am I not tired? Like, why am I in such a fucking zone that, like, I don't care about anything? Past the third guy going up the hill. Everybody, like I said, and I'm just like, on my little tri bike. Hey, guy, what's up? No, I wasn't flipping anybody off. It's all love, man. I'm just trying to be funny. But anyway, passing people, come up to the first hill, smash down. As soon as I get to the top, I punch it back into the low gears. Hit down that fucking hill. I pass one more guy. Boom, I'm coming down that hill. I start to panic a little bit. Not panic, but I start to get a little scared because I'm going about almost 30 miles an hour at this point. I'm like, shit, I've never gone this fast holding on to these little ass bars. I might fall. So I grab the other bars, coming down. There's a dude in front of me, and he sees the camera, so he's trying to fucking ride all close and shit. And I look, and I see the camera. He passes, boom, and I'm holding on to the little bars here on the side. Past the first camera person, got my little picture in. So I'm like going down, and then fucking we get to the bottom of the hill, transition back to the little bars. Boom, skate past him. He's dying. And I'm like, all right, I just passed like 4 people. I was like, man, I think I'm like 6th right now or 7th. I was like, there's no fucking way. Because it's 6.1 miles out. You turn around and you come back 6.1 miles. So I'm like, when is the big crowd of like 50 people gonna start coming back? Like, there's no way that I'm fucking top 10 right now. Like, there's absolutely no way. Like, what the hell? Like, someone's playing a joke on me. Like, that's what it felt like the whole time. So I'm going. And like my average speed was probably like 21 miles an hour. Going up the hills, boom, I was hitting like between 14 and 16 minutes going up hills. I mean, miles per hour, 14 to 16 miles per hour going up the hills. So I'm just going, pick off another dude. Going. I'm like, I think I might be top 5 right now. So I'm coming into the last maybe mile and a half. The first guy who come in, I think I was at like mile 4 maybe, mile 4.5. First place guy finally comes by, and I'm like, all right, there he is. Yeah, so there, there's the good guy. There's the fucking guy that, kicking everybody's ass. I didn't know how far ahead he was, but I was like, all right, so everybody else should, like the pack of fucking 50 should start coming now. Like, I should start seeing 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 20th place coming. I didn't see anybody, and I was like, I'm almost at mile 6. Like, what the fuck? So then some like 15-year-old girl passes, coming back. I'm like, all right, well, there's 2nd place. Right behind her, there's another girl. There's 3rd place. Going. Right behind, maybe like a minute after her, there goes 4th place, a dude. So I'm like, all right, well, where's the rest of the fucking guys at? You know what I mean? Going. There goes another dude. So I'm like, I'm 6th place right now? And I was like, there's no way. So I seen the sheriff out there, and I'm like, bro, I'm in 6th fucking place. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep myself calm because I didn't want myself to get into like that competition mode where it was like, I'm fucking going, you know what I mean? I was going already, but like I didn't want to freak out and like, whatever. So I turned, boom, shot off, and I'm just going. Like, my legs are going the whole time. Low gears, I'm just going. My legs aren't lactating. I'm not feeling fucking heaviness from my legs. My lungs aren't blowing up. I'm focused. Like, I normally don't ride down the whole time because I'm kind of scared. I'm still getting used to my bike. So I normally hold on to the fucking handlebars and just go, but I'm just focused, just like Lance Armstrong and shit. That's what I look like. So I'm going. I'm like, dude, why am I not, like, I wasn't breathing, like, I don't even know what my heart rate was, but I wasn't even breathing heavy, nothing. Like, it was so easy. I mean, it was hard, but it was easy, like what I was doing. So I'm going, and I start seeing people that I pass come, and they're all just fucking dying. And I'm just like going. So going over the hills, like I said, these were just straight climbs at points, man, going back. It was a rough time going back, but like I said, I pushed it up the hills. Like, I didn't dog it at all. So it was push it up the hill, pedal as hard as you can in low gears at the top of the hill, and then pedal as far as you can down the hill, as hard as you can. Like, I hit I think 37 miles per hour at one point going down some of the hills. And this is how fresh I was, or like how determined I was to go faster, and push myself harder, that I was going like 36 miles an hour, and I was like pedaling as hard as I could, but the chain was just spinning, and like I was bouncing out of the seat because it had no more, like I couldn't go any faster. I pushed it to the limit that hard that I couldn't go any harder. And it was just, whoom. And I still wasn't tired. And I'm like, fucking nothing's blowing up on me. What's going on? Like, when is my body going to blow up? So I go down, past one guy. And then as we're going down, he passes me. So me and him are kind of battling. Then another guy comes by, boom, takes off up the hill, some little guy. So I'm going. I'm like, I'm not tripping. Like, fuck, I don't care. Like, I knew once the run started that I was going to be good. Like I said, I did a practice test prior the week before, so I knew what I could push. So I was like, I'm probably a good enough runner to, you know, but my goal was not to play. I didn't care. My goal was to finish the swim. To me, I had already finished my race. But like I said, I was still in that competition mode, so I was just going. But like I said, I wasn't fighting and trying to fight for something, so I was just going. Boom, boom. Finally hit the last big climb. Came down the hill. Fucking coming down like 38 miles an hour. Seen the people coming in, so I boom, turn in, boom, come back in the driveway, going to the area. Seen the bike place, just going. Click my feet out of the pedals, and I'm just pushing, hop off the bike, grab the bike, run in the transition area. So I hear Jen, Derek, you're in 5th place right now. You're in 5th place. So I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm top 5. Like, throw my bike down, boom, take my shoes, bam, put my shoes on, took off, boom, in and out. Probably with the run and everything coming in, probably a 25, 30-second transition, if that. Like, I don't even know how long it was, but it wasn't. I was in and out, boom. Threw my shoes off, threw the bike in, put my shoes on, and I was out. Bam! Or put my bib on, and I was out. Boom, gone. Running. As soon as I started running, like, if you've never done a bike to run transfer, your legs are so numb and you just can't feel them. Like, they weren't heavy, they were just numb. So I couldn't feel my feet, couldn't feel anything up to my knees, and like I'm just going boom. And I'm running out of the fucking pit, and Jen's like, "You're top 5, babe. You're top 5. Keep pushing." And she's like, the other guys are just right out ahead of you. The first guy's about 6 minutes out. I'm like, fuck, I'm within striking range. Like, if I push it, I might be able to catch that fucking guy. But I'm like, I don't want to push it. Like, I'm just enjoying the moment, man. Like, hearing people scream and, like, kind of taking it all in as I'm running out. I'm just focused. I'm taking off my singlet. My sleeves throw them off. Starting my watch. Going. And, like, the run was easy. You know, like I said, like, I was pushing it. I came out of the pit and out to the run start at about a 6-minute pace, just boom, running. It was flat, so I was like, all right, good. So I'm just running. 6-minute pace out the gate. Strong, felt good. Perfect posture, perfect stride. Coming out of the driveway. The driveway, if you come out of the driveway there, it's about a quarter mile. So you're just running down a big, long stretch. So I see 2 guys running, and I'm like, these guys are right here. Like, dude, I have a chance at a podium spot. And I'm like, fuck, like, how many more people are in front of me? She said I'm in 5th place, but, so I'm running. One guy starts cramping and falls down and, like, starts stretching. So I'm like, sniped his ass, clipped him off, picked him up, bam. So I'm like, dude, I think I'm 4th place right now. So I'm like, fuck, 4th place. Guy right in front of him. Right when we turn the corner, it starts a hill. Boom, it's a climb for about 1.5 miles. It's a 1.5 mile climb. So we turn the corner. This other guy's just like dying. So I'm just running. I'm like, I don't know if you ever run races before competitively, but when you hear people like that, you know they're blown up. They're done. Like once you start breathing like that, you're done. Your race is over. You're not going any faster. So I seen him. So I get more confident. Picked him off. So I'm past him. I'm like 3rd place right now, or 4th place. So Jen told me I was top 5. I was 5th place, but there was 3 guys ahead of me, or no, 4 guys ahead of me. So the guy that was in 1st place, and then there was 3 guys behind him. But I'm running. I'm like, dude, like, I think I'm in like 3rd place right now. And I'm like, fuck. But I'm still not tired. I'm hitting like a 6:15 mile going uphill. My legs aren't tired. My lungs aren't blown up. Nothing. And I'm like, dude, when is shit gonna start going wrong? Like, why is this so easy? Like, I'm not even breathing hard. Like, my breathing was just like, like, usually I'm like, because I start too hard. So I'm running and 6:15 pace up this fucking hill, perfectly fine. Nothing's blowing up. I'm like, dude, like, something's going to happen. When when is my body going to start cramping up or giving out on me? And running up, so about a half mile in, I come to the next dude. He's dead. Heavy steps, and just, you can tell he was done. His day was done. That was his pace the rest of the race. So I picked his ass off. Boom, went past him. I'm like, dude, I'm in second fucking place right now. I was like, no. There's no way. There's no way I'm in fucking second place. There's no fucking way. There's like, this is an accident. Like, this shit is not supposed to happen. Like, I could have had a conversation with somebody, but I was perfectly fine. Like, just, I'm having a glorious day. Like, fuck this. It was like, I couldn't have pictured a more perfect race. So finally I come into the last half mile to where the turnaround is, because it's a mile and a half out and a mile and a half back. So it's uphill and then it's downhill. But it's still rolling hills, but you're still climbing as you're going. So uphill, first mile and a half, and then downhill mile and a half. So the last half mile coming up, the first place guy turns the corner, boom, and he looks at me. Look at him. I'm running. I'm like, kind of fucking close to this guy. This is the same guy that finished the fucking swim in half the time that it took me. And I just caught this fucking guy. So I'm like, I'm in second fucking place. I was like, nah, because there was still a couple of windy turns. I'm like, there's got to be a couple more people. Like, there's no way I'm in fucking second place, dude. There was another girl who came down the hill. She was like 15 years old. She was in second place. But like I said, competition, but I was more just, I wasn't even focused on that. But like I said, I'm just chasing the guy. But I'm not chasing the guy because I'm like I said, I was just there for the experience. But I'm like, fuck, like, where's the turnaround? So we come around the bend, and I'm like, where's everybody else at? And I see the turnaround point, and I'm like, dude, I'm in fucking second place. Third place overall, but I'm in second place male. I'm like, I'm in second fucking place. I was like, no fucking way. Like, dude, why is this so easy? Like, when is something going to blow up? Like, something's going to go wrong. I've never had a perfect race in my life. I've never had a perfect competition, anything in my life. In my life. Anytime something goes too perfect, something fucks up. So, like, it's happened to me in every race. Going good, boom, hit that wall, you're done. I'm like, dude, my legs are going to start cramping. I'm going to throw up. Something's going to happen, but I'm not breathing heavy. I feel strong. My legs are still numb, but I'm good. So I come around the bend, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. It's race time. Whoom! Hit down the hill. I was hitting like a 5-minute, 30-second mile going down that fucking hill. Just going. And there's a turn, like quarter mile down into a turn, and there was nobody. So I'm way ahead of everybody else. I'm like, dude, I might be able to catch this guy. But I wasn't trying to push to catch that guy. So I'm like, all right, I'm at a 5:30 right now. I'm good. Like, I'm just going to run. So I'm running, boom. So I've come down the hill finally to the last stretch. You go across this long bridge, and that's the only flat. Then I just see a big pack of people coming. I'm running. Everybody's looking at me like, this motherfucking big-ass dude fucking caught everybody? I get that fucking look at every race. So I'm just going, boom. I'm like, yeah, bitch, check out the tattoo. That's all you're going to see. I'm chilling. You guys are all tired. I could do this race again and still beat you. Like, I really felt that I could have ran that race again and still fucking had a good time. Like, that's how good and fresh I felt. I'm just running, boom, 5:40. At this point, I'm going like 5:45, 5:45 pace. Easy, just going. Stride, perfect stride. Hips under me, just going. Just fucking flicking my hair back in the wind and shit. Smashing the goo. Chilling. So I'm just running. And then, boom, watch hits. Mile 2. I'm like, cool, 1 mile left. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm going, but I'm not pushing too hard. Like, it was still easy. Like, I wasn't breathing heavy. Nothing was too fucking blown up. Nothing. Like, I was just good. I was just tunnel vision, body good, going. Chilling. And then half mile left. I see it and look down, 2.5. I got 0.5 more to go. I'm like, this is good. I didn't even look behind me because I wasn't worried. Like, I didn't care. I'm just going, make that last bend for the last quarter mile, turning back into the park. All these people coming out, I'm going in. Everybody starts screaming, there's another one, there's another one. So everybody, just cowbells everywhere, people fucking screaming, you're in second place, you're in second place. I'm just going, So I step it up, boom. At this point, I'm at like a 5:58. I'm going. I'm coming in, and like, little by little, I start to see more and more people. people coming in on the transitions on bikes, people going out on the run. So I'm just right in the middle of the pack, just, and I'm good. And then some little fucking kid starts walking out in front of the course. I'm like, hey, watch out, watch out. And he did not listen. And the little kid's fucking walking right in front of me. I'm like, oh, you little fucker. And I'm like, move, move, move. Because he's like within like a couple of feet of me now. So like he finally looks and like gets scared and kind of jumps. And I ran around him and I'm just like, damn. Like going. And I hear everybody screaming. And I hear fucking Jen screaming, go back, go back. I'm coming in. And like, I'm coming in. And finish line's right there. And I hear the dude on the mic like, oh, with the second place, it's Derek Diaz from Martinez. And I'm going, boom, with the second place finish, hit it with the flex, bam. Fucking stop, all right, hit it, boom, go right through. Ran right through the finish line like Forrest Gump. Wow, hit the watch, boom, stop it. Hear the guy call my name, hear Jen screaming my name. And like just air, noise all around me, dude. And I'm like, I just fucking finished second place in a race that I had no expectations of just to finish a swim. So as I'm walking, I'm just like kind of taking, now it's all hitting me. I'm like, why was this so easy? Like, this was a fucking accident. So like, you run past that finish line, and I just kept walking like down towards the water. Like I couldn't stop. I just kept walking, hit my watch, and I'm just walking. And like, it just hit me like, I had zero expectations. All I wanted to do was come out here and swim and get an experience and all this training, all this hard work I've done, the fucking days that, you know, I trained 2 hours, 3 hours, and then, you know, got no rest and then went to work and worked 6 to 8 hours, put in full days, you know, the days I was tired, the days that my legs were blown up and hurting, but I had to stand up for 8 hours at work and coach people and be in the, like, just all the sacrifices, you know, just sacrificing time with, you know, my family and Jen and our puppy and just everyone, just like, why the fuck did this happen? Like, how did this happen? I didn't, like, my goal was just to finish a swim in under 20 minutes or a swim period. I didn't even, like, I just wanted to swim comfortably. I'm like, I started out in the swim in like 40th place, came out of the swim at top 20, came out of the bike area into the bike top 10, finished the bike in top 5, and then finished the run top 2. Like, I'm like, how the, like, I'm not even tired. Like I said, I could have jumped in that water and fucking did the race all over again. That's how good I felt. Like, overcame with just so much, man. Like, I don't even know why, but like I said, I've been competing since I was 4 years old, man. And that was the first time I ever cried after a race. Like, I don't even know, like obviously I wasn't sad. Like, just so much emotion. It was like, that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, that was an accident. Like, this, like, I just came out here for fun, you know? I had no expectations. The only goal was to finish the swim. I could have, right when I finished that swim, I would have been fine if they said, hey, the race is over, guys. Sorry, everybody has to go home. I would have been fine. Like I said, when I thought it was going to be just a long swim and then play catch up, whatever, but have fun. But when I looked at my watch coming out of the water and I seen 14 minutes and I seen there was only 20 other people with me, I was like, dude, like, what the fuck? And like the whole time through the race, just picking people off, watching people be so tired, and I'm just perfect. I couldn't have written a more perfect race. Like, if ever there was ever a perfect race in my entire life, like, that was it. It was the perfect training, perfect taper, perfect nutrition, perfect race day, perfect pre-race 24 hours before, perfect race, perfect pre-race. Like, everything about it was perfect. Like, I couldn't have written a better fucking story in a race. So like, like I said, I passed that finish line and it was just like, I didn't blow myself up. I didn't starve myself to get to the race because I thought I had to be as light as possible. I didn't overtrain. I let my body fucking rest and recover. I fought myself when I wanted to train the week of, and I just was fighting myself all week. I fought the demons that fucking put all the fear and failure in my head of fucking not wanting to go out and swim in the lake. I fought the fear of failure when I failed the first triathlon I did. I beat the fucking dragon down, which was the water. Not only did I finish it, but I fucking kicked it in the ass and sent it packing. I didn't blow up and fucking cramp up. I didn't, nothing. Everything was perfect. But like I said, like it was just so emotional. I remember just coming across the finish line and like walking, just having tunnel vision to go back to the water. I was just walking, and all of a sudden, like my face just welled up, and I just started crying. So I finally got down to the water, and I heard Jen running at me, yelling, like screaming, like, "Baby, you did this! You took second place!" And like I'm already crying, and I'm just like trying not to like let anybody see me. So I crouched down, and I'm just like this, like trying to wipe them off, but I keep crying. And she jumps on me and starts hugging me, and like she's crying too. And my mom was there. She jumped on me and was like crying, and like my nieces came, and like I couldn't have rode a more perfect race. Like you start the race perfect, you end the race perfect with the people that you love, obviously, and like everybody's happy for you. But it's like in my mind, I'm like, this was not supposed to happen. Like this wasn't supposed to happen. Like I just took second place in a fucking triathlon, the second one I've ever done. And the first one was a terrible experience. So basically the first one I've ever done, the first one I've ever trained for anyway. And I wasn't even going to do the race. Like, I didn't even want to swim in open water. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, it was just like such a big relief. Like, holy shit. Like, not only did I finish, but I took second place. The guy who came in first beat me by 7 minutes. His finishing time was 1:05. Mine was 1:12. His swim was 7 minutes. Mine was 14. That was the difference. He swam faster than me. So, I mean, like I said, I don't care. Like, I don't even care that I took second place. I'm happy that I took second place. But like I said, like the plaque, I mean, the placement really doesn't mean shit. It was just like I overcame everything that I thought I couldn't do. Like, and went out there with zero expectations and beat out, you know, fucking 400 other people to take second place. And it was just like, how did I do that? How was it so easy? Like, I let so many people passed me in the swim, and I just caught up and just did what I do. And it was just like, oh man. So, like I said, took second place overall. I think overall in all the males, there was like 150 or so males competing. I took second. Man. But yeah, shit. I mean, I had so much fun in that swim. That mosh pit in the water, I'm looking forward to that one. I want to see what the Ironman one's like. I'm looking forward to hitting a couple of people in the mouth. So if you're out there with me, you better watch out. You might catch that elbow. Hit that Chinese letter right there. Or the Japanese, whatever the hell they are. Japanese letters. But anyway, yeah, so my takeaways, don't let fear hold you back. I've said that in every video, man. Like I said, I was terrified of that fucking swim. Every time I went to the lake, I was scared when I was swimming. I didn't want to do the race. I wanted to back out because I didn't want to swim again. After I finished the first triathlon, I was like, yeah, that shit defeated me, and I'm upset about it, but I don't want to do it again. Like, I don't want to get back in that water. But something kept telling me, like, dude, like, get the fuck back out there. Quit being a fucking pussy. Go do it. Like something was just bothering me. Like, I just couldn't get over something. Like, it was just like I couldn't get over the fact that I let the water defeat me last time. So, redeemed it. And second place. The training continues. So, I mean, like I said, I'm still riding high off that race, still, you know, kind of feeling good from it. So it's like I'm trying not to let it get to me too much. I mean, it's not, like, obviously, it's just another day. But yeah, like I said, man, fucking don't let fear hold you back, man. If you want to do something, just go do it. You might just show up and do a lot better than you think, even if you don't come in first place. Like, even if your goal is just to fucking read books and you're afraid to go to the library because you look stupid and you don't look like you belong there. Trust me, I know. We go to the bookstore, or the Amazon bookstore all the time, and like people look at me like, oh, what's this guy doing here? He's drinking coffee too. You know, like, fuck you, asshole. I'm here to read, bitch. Like, I can read too, motherfucker. Anyway, don't worry about what people fucking think. Don't worry about people's opinion. Everybody's going to have an opinion of you. I always tell everybody that are saying, oh, I'm so scared to go to the gym because I don't like people look at me. So fucking what? Put your fucking hood on. Put your earphones in. Be in your own head. I've gone to the gym fat as shit before and was nervous too and embarrassed because of the way I look, you know, but I did it, and I wouldn't be here today if I didn't get over that fucking mindset. You know what I mean? I could have still been that fucking 303-pound fat fucking ex-athlete who is a fucking fat and out of shape now. And, you know, I could have stayed like that, but I chose to make a decision to fucking get over it. And here's all these years later and 32 years old and fucking kicking life in the ass, man. So, I mean, my final thoughts, like I said, go do it. Like I said, I plan on doing at least one more practice triathlon before July. I got a couple of other races planned coming up in May that I might do. Still thinking about it. But like I said, my main focus now is just finding a balance in my training and my life. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about getting back out and competing again. Spartan racing, like I said, it's cool, but like it's always going to be there. So whenever that time comes and I decide to sign up for another one, I'll go out there. But like I said, road running, probably the same thing. Trail racing, same thing. If I decide to show up and throw on my shoes and go out there, I'll do it last minute. I'm just enjoying life now, man. Like I said, plan on doing a couple more races in May. Probably another triathlon around June, and then Ironman in July. And we'll see what happens after that. But like I said, I'm just going to focus on training, focus on work, focus on my relationship, focus on my family, focus on myself. As always, if anybody has any questions or needs any motivation or a kick in the ass or a hit in the mouth, feel free to jump into my message box, whatever. Hit me up. I'm on Instagram at Derek Diaz 21. I'm on Facebook, Derek Diaz. Real name, no gimmicks. Everything's just my name. Look, you can't miss a big fucking bald guy with a fucking dot on his forehead. That's me. So, like I said, any messages, whatever, just any questions. So, I mean, I'm open. I'm here. That's why I'm here on YouTube talking into a fucking phone for 50 minutes. I'm here for you people. So, you got any questions? You can do it. Peace out.